Good morning, students. Let's start our chapter number 3 with the topic moment of force. Students, moment of a force is equal to the product of what? Magnitude of the force and the perpendicular distance of the force from which point? From the pivoted point. Now here, students, just have a look on this diagram 3.11. Okay. Consider a body which is pivoted at a point O. Okay. If a force F is applied on the body in the direction FP, okay, the force is unable to produce a linear motion of body in its direction. Why? Because the body is not free to move. But this force turns the body about the point O, okay, in the direction by that is shown by the arrow in this diagram. Okay, students. So, students, in this diagram, the perpendicular distance of the force F from the pivoted point O is what? OP, right? Now, that means moment of force about the point O is equals to what? Force multiplied by what? Perpendicular distance of the force from the point O. Clear? Now that means F multiplied by OP here. F multiplied by OP here. This OP. Okay. Now students, we will see the unit of moment of force. So let's see the unit. Students, the unit of moment of force is equals to what? Unit of force multiplied by unit of distance. Students, the SI unit of force is what? As you know that its unit is Newton and the distance is meter. So the SI unit of moment of force is what? Newton into meter. We can write it as in the short form Nm, that means Newton meter. Okay, students, the unit Newton meter of the moment of force is not written as joule. The CGS unit of moment of force is, students, dyne into centimeter. Dyne centimeter. Underline this, students. Now, students, if the force is measured in gravitational unit, then the unit of moment of force in SI unit is what? kgfm, and in CGS system the unit will be gf centimeter. Okay, these units are related like this. 1 Newton meter is equals to 10 raised to power 5 dyne multiplied by 10 raised to power 2 centimeter. That means 10 raised to power 7 dyne centimeter. Students, 1 kgfm is equals to 9.8 Newton meter. 1 gf centimeter is equals to 980 dyne centimeter. For example, students, Reena has to apply a minimum force of 1.5 Newton on the handle of the door of width how much? 1.2 meter to open it. That means the minimum moment of force required to open the door is what? 1.5 Newton multiplied by 1.2 meter. That means 1.8 Newton meter. Now, if she wants to open it by applying the force at the midpoint between what? Between the middle and the between the handle and the hinges. That means the distance is what? At distance 0.6 meter from the hinges. She will have to apply a force such that what? F multiplied by 0.6 meter is equals to what? 1.8 Newton meter. That means we want to find out the force is equals to 1.8 Newton meter divided by 0.6 meter. That means we will get the answer 3 Newton. So, on decreasing the distance of the applied force from the point of rotation, students, the magnitude of force increases. Okay. Now, students, we will see about the pressure. Student, a force can be applied on a surface in any direction. Okay. If the force is applied on a surface in a direction normal to the surface, the force is what called, students, thrust. That means the force acting normally on a surface is called, students, thrust. Okay, underline this line. A body, when placed on a surface, exerts a thrust on the surface equal to its own weight. So what is the unit of thrust, students? The unit of thrust is same that of weight or force. The unit of thrust are kilogram force, gram force and Newton. How they are related? They are related as follows. 1 kgf is equals to how much gram force? Gf? 1000. 1 kgf is equals to how much Newton? 10 Newton. 1 Newton is equals to how much gram force? 100 gram force nearly. So what are the effects of thrust, students? The effect of thrust, students, depends on the area of the surface on which it acts. Smaller the surface of the area of the surface, okay, larger will be its effect. But the effect of the thrust is less on a larger area. Okay. So let's see some examples. Students, if you stand on a loose sand, your feet will sink deeply into the sand, right? But when you lie on the sand, your body does not sink much in the sand. Students, in the both cases, the thrust exerted on the sand is same. What is the reason? The reason behind is that when you stand, the thrust acts on a smaller area. So you sink more in the sand. And when you lie down, the same thrust acts on a larger area. So you sink less in the sand. Okay. Same way here like this. Just have a look on the diagram. Okay. Now, in the next example, you see, students, if you hammer a nail holding it with its flattened end like this, okay, just see the A figure and just see the second figure, nail with its flattened blunt end of the on the block, this one, and here pointed tip, okay, nail with its sharp end of the block. Now let's see. If you hammer a nail holding it with its flattened end, students, resting on the block, wooden block, you find it difficult to get the nail into the block. But if you hammer the nail holding its sharp end resting on the block, the nail penetrates, goes into the block very easily. Okay, what is the reason now behind that? The reason is that, students, when thrust acts on the flattened end, the effect of the thrust is small. But when the same thrust acts on the sharp end, the effect of the thrust is more. So, student, the effect of thrust is expressed in the term of a quantity. What is that called? Pressure. Okay, more the effect of a given thrust on a surface, we see that the thrust exerts more pressure on the surface. And if less is the effect of thrust on the surface, we say that the thrust exerts a less pressure on the surface. Now, students, let's see the definition of pressure. What is the definition, students? Pressure is defined as the thrust per unit area. Underline this, students. Okay, that means pressure is equals to thrust upon area. And we denote this pressure by the letter P. Students, if a thrust F acts on an area A, what will be the pressure? The pressure will be P is equals to F upon A. Okay. Now, just to see the units of pressure. What are the units of pressure? Students, the SI unit of thrust or force is Newton. Okay. And that of area is meter square. So, the SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. Okay. This unit is also called, students, Pascal. Underline this. Okay. The symbol is what? Pa. After which scientist? Blaise Pascal. Thus we can say that 1 Pascal is the pressure Okay, underline this. What is the definition of 1 Pascal? Is the pressure exerted by a thrust of 1 Newton on a surface area of 1 meter square. That means 1 Pascal is equals to 1 Newton by 1 meter square. Okay. So the bigger unit of pressure is, students, kilopascal. Okay. 1 kilopascal is equals to 1000 Pascal. Students, if the thrust is measured in kgf and area in centimeter square, the pressure is expressed in the unit kgf per centimeter square. Okay. The atmospheric pressure is generally expressed in a unit atmosphere, ATM. Underline this, students. 1 ATM is equals to how much? 76 centimeter of mercury column. Equals to what? 1.013 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal. Okay, students. For today, up till here, we will continue in the next video. Thank you.